Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Lou Show with very special guest host, the Illuminator. Da, 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 da. Anyway, that's my cornball for the day. Hey, how's everyone doing? Oh, the camera almost fell. You can see we have only the best equipment here. That is really bright, is it not? That's kind of bright in the background. Let me go and welcome. We're getting set up here. We're actually supposed to be set up, but I didn't realize that window, that screen door was going to be so bright. Close it up a little bit anyway. Maybe that'll help. That should help a little bit. Welcome. We're starting a little bit early here. If anybody knows me, we know that I'm early everywhere I go. Welcome to the Lou Show with the Illuminator, a special guest host today. We're going to be flying by the seat of my pants. I never have a game plan. We just take things as they come, and we talk about whatever happens, whatever we talk about. It'll be fun. It'll be good. We'll have a whole bunch of fun. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Let's get caught up here. Jaden, welcome to the stream. Stingray, welcome to the stream. I keep wanting to say scream. Welcome to the scream. Like, welcome to the scream. It's something I just, welcome to the scream. My live scream. I have not heard anything from Lou Stingray. I have not texted him since Saturday. Once you said that you made contact, I didn't want to bother him or his girl or his family. I have not, but I should text him again just to let him know I'm thinking of him. Knight Rider, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the live stream, the LS, the Lou Show, the live stream, LS, TLS. Cart is here. Happy Cart Vlogs. Welcome. Rocky Wolf just passing through. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you stopping by. If you can't stay, you can't stay. As Lou would say, well, what the heck are you going to do? If you can't stay, you can't stay. Welcome anyway. These doors are always open. Like Lou would say, I love every single one of you, except the ones I hate. Every time Lou says something like that, I laugh every time. Everyone knows I love everyone, except the ones I hate. I'm really not clued up to this time difference thing. Figure the live stream starts about 3 hours from now. Lou goes... For the Lou Show that he does, he goes online. It's 12:30 p.m., which we call Pacific time over here, which is on the west coast of the United States, which is always 3:30 on the east coast here. I know you're in Ireland by way of Estonia, and it's probably a good, I would say, 5 or 6 hours later than it is here on the east coast, I would think. Stingray, I think I'm gonna try to get in touch with Lou. I don't know if he's gonna get back to me. I'll email him too, just in case. Try that. I'll text him and email him. I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to bother him, but I want to know he's okay. And by all means, if anyone hears from him, let me know. Raider Nation Sam, welcome. For people who don't know, Raider Nation Sam, he does some wonderful gaming videos. He plays one of my favorite things. It's one of the WWE wrestling games. I think it's 2K17 or 2K18. He plays the new one, and he's really good at it. And I wish I had a PS4 or an Xbox One or something to be able to play that type of thing. I have a PS3, and I very rarely get a chance to play it, unfortunately, because of my life. But Raider Nation Sam, he's a really great attitude, really great guy, funny. I suggest anyone check him out if you like that type of thing. Great stream yesterday, by the way. Wow, I'm so sorry. That I kind of did that one just spur of the moment. I just felt like I hadn't done one in 4 or 5 days, so I did a quick little live stream last night. Unless you're not even talking to... Oh, you're not even talking to me, Happy. What, Happy, this is the Lou Show, and you're talking to Stingray? What's going on over here? I'm only joking. I want everyone to talk to each other. Let's make this a happy place for happy cart vlogs. I'm only joking. Ron Buckley had to reboot. He'll be here soon. Oh, okay. Reboot. What, he put the boots on the wrong feet? What's going on over there? Raider Nation Sam, I am doing okay. I mean, I have a little bit of a sinus headache today, but we'll get through it. I can't let it stop me, you know. I got things to do, places to go, people to see, and shows to host. But, Ron Buckley is here. All right, well, we're going to have a great vlog. Some of my favorite people are showing up. I know that for Lou's stream, he has a lot of people that have not subbed to me, so they won't be here. But we know that, you know, maybe some of the haters won't be here too, so you take the good with the bad. If anybody hears my computer, I got to blow the air into my computer to get all the dust out. I'll probably end up shutting it down. But, I don't know about this right here, if this making any noise here. But if I have to, I'll shut the computer off. No big whoop, right? Yeah, by all means, this is always, as always, this is a sub-friendly zone. If anybody wants to sub anybody, by all means, these are all good people. I can vouch for each and every one of them. And if someone's not someone that is that's credible, I will let you know if they're just a hater. But most, I don't have any of them anyway. Ron Buckley, hello. JJ, the Illuminator here. Cart says, I am listening you, JJ. I'm glad you're listening me. I'm listening you too, but I'm reading you. How about we'll put it that way? I gotta get caught up. Gotta get caught up. Oh yeah, let me say gotta get caught up. So how's everyone doing on this wonderful Monday? Unless you're over in somewhere like in Australia where it's probably Tuesday already. Happy Cart says it's great that the stream is so early. It's only 8:30 p.m. here. Yeah, it's only 3:30. Well, 3:33 here. Joker's Reality, welcome from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, from down south, where people are good and there's just no bad as far as I'm concerned. I watched the Andy Griffith Show. That was North Carolina. That was good. People from North Carolina are good. It's all good. I love being off work for the holidays too, Ron. 100%. The only thing worse about it is that it's over and I go back to work tomorrow. Love my job, but Raider Nation Sam, he must be over in Pacific Zone 1233 here, because it's 3:33 here. The West, I'm trying to get close here to read because I'm half blind. The Westphalia Chronicles, welcome. Westphalia is new to my stream, so welcome. By all means, pull up a chair, stay for a while. We have some decaf brewing. Chips and dips are on the table. Mark Fun Jones, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you showing up, brother. I love that monster, the Illuminator. I say monster. It looked a lot like the Snagglepuss from the old cartoons I'd watch in the late 70s, early 80s. I really like it. It was really coming along. Some people have artistic talent like Mark, and some people have no artistic talent like me. Like I tell everyone that'll listen that I can't even draw a straight line with a ruler. So, yeah, sub Mark, if you like artwork and you like all kind, I mean, you name it, and he does it. When it comes to, he just makes those pictures just and paintings that they come out of thin air. It's just wonderful stuff. If you love live streams and stuff, then I suggest you sub up Mark Fun Jones. Father Time, welcome. Father Time is a staple here in my live streams. Always a great person to have around. I am not really feeling that much better, Cart. Thank you for asking. I just took some more meds, and I just feel off today with my sinuses. When the weather changes, and either really gets really cold all of a sudden or really warm all of a sudden, my sinuses bug me. And it's life, but you get through it. You just feel like you don't want to do much. I really wanted to do this, and I said I would, and I'm very happy to do it. And the rest of the day, I'll take it easy. So I don't have to go to work, so that's half the battle right there. That always helps. Stingray, be right back. Need to fetch a red cow beer. I thought it said crow. Red cow beer, the official beer of the bottom of YouTube. Usually he's drinking Miller Lite. I used to drink beer back in the day. I don't drink alcohol anymore. That's a personal choice I made, and sometimes I miss it. But alcohol brought me into a bad place, so I totally I miss it, but I stay away for my own personal reasons, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I drink things like what I have over here. It's flavored water. This is key lime flavored water, like seltzer water. I'm okay with it. Some things you leave behind and you miss. Other things it's okay to miss, and I'm alright with it. Stingray's back already. Wow, he's like drinking Red Bull or something. Red Bull gives him wings. He was gone a whole 35 seconds, and I blabbed the whole time. So how's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing? I'm watching myself. On my PS3, I have my live stream going, and it's about a second behind. So I look at it, and then it looks at me, and then I look over here, and I look at it, and it looks at me. Actually, it's only 3 seconds behind. Anyway, glad everyone's doing good. Father Time's doing great. Jaden's doing good. Westphalia Chronicle says, I drink some root beer flavored water for lunch. Not too bad. Root beer flavored water. Well, I never had that. I've had root beer. I never had root beer flavored water. I think it's pretty awesome. Are you guys doing the live stream for your friend? Well, I was asked to do it by Stingray. He filled in for Lou on Wednesday and Friday, and asked me to fill in on today, which I could do because I'm off from work. And usually on a Monday, usually anyway, I'm either just starting work or just about to start work. And when Lou does a stream, I have to catch a little bit and then go get ready for work and meet with the bosses and everything, and then I catch the tail end usually at the end. But if it was a normal day for me, I wouldn't be able to fill in. But today, it worked, so very happy to fill in today. I don't think I will be able to fill in the next time. Hopefully Lou will be back to his normal kick butt self, and I hope Lou is okay too, Cart. I'm sure, whatever's happening, and hopefully everything's okay. So I hope he'll be back Wednesday too, Stingray, and we'll just take things day by day here, and I'll try to get in touch with him. And he hasn't got in touch with me yet, but that's okay. I haven't tried since Saturday. But we'll just try to keep, like, I'm new to YouTube when it comes to the streaming thing, when it comes to having a channel. I mean, I've been on YouTube watching videos for many, many years, and 2018 is starting very well for me. I've been on here for 3-4 weeks, and I have about 270-something subscribers. And I've been working for them by trying to put myself out there. And yeah, Joker's Reality, please sub around. This is a sub-friendly zone. I mean, you got nothing to lose. These are some great, great people here. But, I try to go and I visit people's pages. And Henry, welcome. How you doing, mate? I try to go around and visit people and leave comments and watch videos. And I'm growing fast. And I want to reach people for my parody that I do for my vlogs, and take things one step at a time. But Stingray, that's great if you can do it Wednesday if Lou isn't back. Only because of work, it's hard for me because of the time. I could do it earlier. Later would be hard because I'm at work. But I mean, if anyone, by all means, Wednesday or any other work day, if I'm at work, I could do it an hour earlier. But I wouldn't be able to do it at the same time. And I know most people get used to it. It's like when watching a TV show, you get used to watching at the same time. But I'm very happy to fill in for today. Mark, that's very nice to say. I know a lot of the stories of what's out there. I mean, I don't know backstories sometimes, but some people, I've not gotten along with people, but I wouldn't wish them harm. And there's a lot of times how I feel really bad when something happens to somebody, regardless of how I feel personally about them. So that's very big of you to say, and I definitely appreciate it, because I think some people can agree to disagree, and some people can walk away, and some people, they do it out of necessity, and some people do it because they choose to. But sometimes being like, I've said this recently, I'm not sure if I said it here or said it in real life, but I think when you feel anger towards someone and you choose to hold a grudge, a lot of times you're the only one that suffers that, because you're the only one that feels it, so you're the only one that hurts through it. So really, it's in someone's best interest to just move on, or say, let's agree to disagree, and let's not feel that way, or whatever, because you can let go of some of that pain, because you're the only one. That's what I was looking for, the word pain. Sometimes you're the only one. You're the only one that takes the pain when you feel a grudge. So I try not to. I get mad at people, like most people. I'm human, but I get mad at people, and I always like to be the one to say, hey, listen, I said stuff I didn't mean to, and I really don't mean to. I apologize, and I hope you accept my apology, and we can move on, and that. But that's my own take on it. I don't expect everyone to feel the way I do. Putting my PC in sleep mode here. Now I look like a zombie with that light coming from above. I'm just catching up here. Sorry, talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Rhode Island is neither a road nor an island. Discuss. Oh, I'm feeling verklempt. I think my own personal opinion, and I'm a Johnny-come-lately with this, but when it comes to YouTube, and I said this last night in my live stream, but I mean, I have people every day that leave me a thumbs down. They dislike my videos, and it's like, if you hate me that much that you're watching it just to dislike it, why are you wasting your time? You don't like me, then don't watch me. I mean, and I hate to say a view is a view, but even when you're watching me, you're helping me get towards 10,000, so I don't know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't know what it all means. I'm not going to please everybody. I like when we can get along and we can agree to disagree on things, and sometimes I'm in the middle of things, or sometimes I just don't know. I've only been around a short time, and I don't know, so I don't pretend like I know. And some people are fixers, and I'm not a fixer. I'm just if it's not my business, I try to stay out until it becomes my business. And some people drag me into things. What they say, never get into an argument with an idiot, because they'll drag you down to their level and they'll beat you with experience. That's been my understanding, especially at work. But you get Mark Fun Jones says he is excited about his interview with Moose. I did not know that you were. I haven't kept up with that, unfortunately, over the long weekend here. I hope that goes very well for you. I don't know who Moose is. I've been hearing different things, but I reserve my judgment because it's not my business. It's all good, like I say. I'm trying not to say that as much, but it's all good, it's all good. That's almost like my catchphrase, unfortunately. Dave has a catchphrase, but I don't know, man. I don't know. And my catchphrase seems to be, oh, yeah, it's all good, it's all good. Mine's lame. I'm trying to get away from that. Stingray says, preaching to the choir here. I'm the most hated man on YouTube. Yes, hit that thumbs down button, he says. I want to be the most hated man on YouTube. They hate me. They really hate me. Stingray, I bet there's someone that is more hated than you. There's a million people more hated than Stingray, unfortunately. I don't mean unfortunately. Unfortunately for him. He wants to be the most hated man on YouTube, but he's such a nice guy. Puts out some great music, live streams, and he puts out some great stories. And I was bouncing in and out last night from his live stream with Ron. That was great stuff. Mark says, I try not to hate everybody. It takes too much energy. I know people that they're just miserable no matter what. And I'm glad they don't have YouTube accounts. That's all I got to say about that. So far he's interviewed the Bottom O, Lou, Dave. How did I miss all of those? I heard a little bit of the Lou one, but I guess I'm just spreading myself too thin on YouTube with just trying to watch too many people's videos. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just some of the stuff I should be watching I haven't yet. So, I don't know. Jeffrey Helms Vlogs, welcome. I missed you coming in. I'm sorry. Welcome to the stream. Always welcome, brother. It is frigid cold over here again. We had a little reprieve last week with some 30-degree weather and then some 40-degree weather and then some 50 and 60-degree weather, and now it's back down to 18 degrees for the high today. Over here, south of Massachusetts. That's where Ty is from, Massachusetts. But hope everyone's doing well. This is now officially the most popular live stream I've ever had, with around 13 people watching at once, which I am stoked about. It's great to have some people here. Of course, I know sooner said that it goes down to 12, but that's all right. I don't think I ever broke 12 people in my 6 or 7 live streams that I've done. But again, most of them are very late at night for me, so you get different clientele. So, Blind Views, welcome. I'm very happy to see you here. Blind Views is someone that I didn't, and I mentioned this recently, I didn't know much about, and then I watched his video about how he explains what it's like with his condition about being legally blind, and I had no idea what it entailed, and absolutely wonderful, wonderful videos he's been putting out. I suggest, if you haven't subscribed to Blind Views, he puts out professional videos, which are, I mean, they're state-of-the-art and top-notch, and you learn stuff, and he throws in he throws in I was going to say an interview. No, he throws in an opinion that it's always good to have, because if you just spit facts all the time, there's no fun in that. But Blind Views is really, really awesome. I've been watching some of his stuff. He's in my new Fave 5 list of stuff to see every day when he puts out a video, along with Dave Hughes and some other people here. I mean, I have my people that I catch every day. They put videos out every day practically, and I appreciate Blind Views recently subscribing to me, and he just seems to be a great, great guy, very smart, and I appreciate the videos that he's done. I learned a lot. There's a lot of good channels, hard to keep up. It really is, Mark. It's hard for me, especially because I am extremely busy sometimes, and you do what you can. I mean, the needs come before the wants, and I say that all the time. But yeah, Mad Dog Ron Buckley sounds like a wrestler. Now coming down the aisle, from the outer reaches of your mind, Mad Dog Ron Buckley. But yeah, filling in for those who haven't been here since the beginning. I'm filling in as a guest host for the Lou Skunt Show, and trying to do my best. I've decided to just go in and wing it like I do most of my live streams, for the people that are used to the way I do things. And for those who are not, I could come out here and just start talking a whole bunch of trash, and that's not really my style, because I love each and every one of you out there, and this is who I am, and this is how I conduct things, and I don't change for nobody, man. but I'm just gonna pick up so I don't have to lean so much over my computer table. Pick up my tripod a little bit. So, how's the weather in your part of the world? I've mentioned over here it's starting to get dark already, but it's I think it reached 20 degrees today, and right before I did this live stream I checked, it said 18. But yeah, I really think, and my father, he always tell me that I should sell cars because of my personality and the way I say things, but I really do mean them. I'm not one of those brown-noser people that just talks good about people just to talk good about people. I really 100% appreciate how I've been welcomed. As I say, I purposely, this whole bottom of YouTube thing that people call, I say that with love. I was watching the bottom of YouTube ever since September, and I first heard about, people started calling their channels that, and the small group of people at the bottom of YouTube, and I wanted to be part of it, and I finally decided 2 days before Christmas to start this channel, and I've met so many great people that I should have started it earlier, but I 100% have enjoyed getting to know each and every one of you, and some of you more than others, but I mean, when I say that I enjoy your videos, I really do. If I didn't enjoy it, my mother used to say, if you don't have anything, no, my grandmother really, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. But there's some great people out there putting out great content, and you can't watch everything. But you try to, some people you see, like my thing, I'll see people every day, some videos every day when they put out content every day, and some people you see when you can, every couple of days, and you catch up here and there. But as I'm growing, I'm meeting more people, and it's been a great experience. So thank you each and every one of you that have subscribed to me, and we'll try to make this YouTube thing a positive place. And now that I ranted, I'll go back and read some of the stuff here. The witches. I never heard that. Oh, I'm in my early 40s. I've never heard that one. But yeah, I went outside just to throw some recyclables out. And then I forgot it was a holiday, and I went out there to get the mail, and I'm like, oh, this is like, ugh. And it usually doesn't bother me that much, but it was terrible. It's colder in some other places, like anyone that knows a YouTube account called Michigander Man, his name is Rob, and he's in Michigan, and I mean they're right about the same plane across the longitudes and latitudes of this country, but I really believe that it gets colder there. He's always been about 5 degrees colder than we've been here. I can imagine how he feels right now. But yeah, Blind Views. It is cold, I can imagine. And Blind Views, for some reason, I thought you were in California. And then your video yesterday, and you said where you were. Please, I might get it wrong. I think you said Pennsylvania, because you were talking about Hershey. And I didn't know. And that's one of the things I like about getting to know people. You sometimes, you get things wrong and then you're corrected. Just not that anybody corrected me personally, but you meet people from all over the world on this thing, so I do the best I can to try to remember. But I used to work at Walmart back in my salad days. I worked at Walmart, and they had the 10-foot rule, and if anyone came within 10 feet, you had to greet them, and I was always good at that, so I take that into life. Trying to catch up here. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you another topic. Crow's feet are neither crows nor feet. Discuss. Jeff left. Oh, sorry, Jeff. I missed you leaving. Have a great one. Hey, Bat ZZ. Welcome. I don't believe I've seen you in my vlogs before, so welcome. Always ready to meet new people. I left my shaving cream in the trunk of the car. Brought it inside hours ago, still not thawed out yet. Wow. I'd let you borrow mine, but I do believe that I'm a good 1,000 miles away from you. And I try to, I don't always have a beard. I grow it usually for the fall and winter, and then shave it in the spring and summer and just keep the mustache and goatee. But I had to dry shave once because I forgot to, and I had to do before work. I had an interview for a higher position, and which I didn't get, and I grieved it with the union, and I chose not to go on past the first step. But that's neither here nor there. But I had to dry shave before, and I got such razor burn from my disposable razor. I said, I don't think I'll do that again. I mean, back when I was younger, it didn't really bother me. You just put some water, and now my beard is just a little bit more rough as I get older, and it's still absolutely horrible. I grow it because I like it, but I hate the way it's just. I mean, I work with a kid that he could shave everything, and within 4 days, his beard could be longer what mine is now. That takes, a month to get like this, but that's neither here nor there. Stingray, thank you. I'm trying. I'm spitballing here, flying by the seat of my proverbial pants. The proverbial seat of my proverbial 3X pants here. Use mayonnaise. Oh my goodness. Oh, I would never. Oh, smell like fish and chips after. Tartar sauce. Capital City. I love that word, Capital City. I used to play a video game where it was a hockey game. I forget which hockey game it was, but I made a team in there, the Capital City. I forget what. Oh, I forget. But that was the name that I used. It just sounded cool. Mark, thanks for showing up. I appreciate it, man. Always. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I do too much rambling sometimes. And that's Stingray was talking about it yesterday too. How I think it was yesterday or the day before. How Lou is just able to rant and talk about all his stuff, and he doesn't pay attention to the comments as much. And maybe it's because he gets a lot more people, but for me, I kind of feel bad when I miss the comments. Intensive Gaming, welcome. Welcome to my channel. Come on down and pull up a chair. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the attention, all the promotion. Thank you very, very much. Father Time's still here. Good to hear. Father Time is one of those people that you think he's not here because he doesn't type every 2 seconds. Like, I have a tendency to over-type when I'm on someone's live stream, I think, sometimes. But Father Time is always here from beginning to end unless I go into the wee hours of the morning. But best game plan, Cart says, is a no-plan game plan. Best defense is a good offense. That's what I was always taught. But I don't know. That's why I just keep talking sometimes. And hope to God someone finds it interesting. Only then can you end up in Ireland for 12 years. Yeah, you know, Cart, you had said something about he was supposed to be in Ireland only a short time, and it's been 12 years now. You know, you have a right to make changes. It's your life, right? Absolutely. My thing is, like, I'll type so much, and then YouTube will say, hey, hold on a minute, you're typing too much. And then they'll put me, like, in a timeout for 30 seconds where I can't type anything. But we get through it. Sometimes I'll just, like, put a couple of words, hit enter, put a couple of words, hit enter, put a couple of words, hit enter, and they think I'm spamming or something. I don't know. I'm learning as I go. That's how I do things. That's how we do things at work, too. We get no training. You just have to learn as you go. Intensive Game is in Belfast, Ireland. Wow. I've heard of it. Someone else in here is from Ireland, or at least living in Ireland for the last 12 years. I don't know. Wink, wink. I wink with my whole face. Oh, goodness. And Henry, I believe you were talking one time about, I don't know if you were talking about Estonia or something. I forget. Everything starts to blend in. Yeah, I got my my wonderful, you know, I buy the best stuff there is. I was so lazy today, I said, no, I don't want to do dishes later, so here is my nice big 16-ounce styrofoam cup with coffee in it that's finally cool enough to drink. Decaf, actually. I call it coffee. It's still coffee, but it's decaf. I can't have caffeine anymore because of a heart condition, but that's because I had so much caffeine. I was told it's bad for me now. I had so much caffeine in my system that I ended up in the hospital because my heart was going boom, 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 like that commercial, boom, 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 for the toothache. But that was my heart. That was back last May. But I was told for all the tests they did, I have a strong heart, even though I'm overweight. And it was just caffeine, so as long as I stay away from caffeine, I'm okay. And then I found out that I missed having coffee, even though I said I only drank it for the caffeine. So now I drink decaf, and it just doesn't give me any energy because there's no more caffeine in it, but I do it for the taste. But in case anyone comes to America, and you're from England or anywhere else that has good coffee, or even here in America, people know how to make good coffee. I do not make good coffee. My coffee is probably the worst in New England. 100%. I don't know why, but it's always the worst. I've tried everything. I've tried more coffee, less coffee, filtered water, tap water, spring water, well water. It's just me, I guess. I've ground my own beans. I've bought store brand coffee. I've bought expensive coffee. I never like it. Such is life. I went back to my vlogging. My coffee will put hair on your chest. It won't put hair on my face, though. Puts hair on my chest. People tell me, "Oh, you're probably not putting enough coffee." So then I'll put more, and then it'll get like hot chocolate. It tastes like there's so much coffee. It's just, I mean, I'm using a little creative license. I've made coffee that's been halfway decent, but it just doesn't seem like it's never twice in a row. Never twice in a row. Oh, man. I don't know. Lily beans are my favorite. Lily bean coffee? I've never heard of that. Cart, you like good coffee, you wouldn't like mine. Mine is so far away from good coffee, it's like you can't even put it in the same category as coffee. I know some people like really strong coffee, and I've tried that. And I have to admit, now that I'm not drinking regular coffee, I kind of like it stronger than I used to. But anyway. So how's Lou doing? Anybody hear from Lou in the last 35 minutes since I've been doing this? Probably not. But, you know, when someone becomes a backbone of your daily routine on YouTube and then they're not around for a week, or maybe it hasn't been a week, but Stingray, he's on the mission. He'll let me know if he hears anything, and I will do the same. I'm currently using my phone, or I would text him right now. I use my phone for everything. I don't have a camera to do my YouTube stuff. I didn't know how this was going to be accepted, so I just used my smartphone for this. Yeah, Stingray, you know more than me. I know you're closer to him than me. You've known him a lot longer. But if someone doesn't answer, there's really nothing you can do. You know, it's not like we can just use Star Trek technology and just beam ourselves over and say, Lou, what the heck, man? What gives? You know, an old-fashioned term. What gives? Oh, boy, I don't know. Of course, by holding my tripod, I've messed it all up. So, what else can we talk about? How's everyone's New Year starting off? I say New Year starting off when we're halfway done with January already. We're already halfway done with January. You know what really grinds my gears? Yeah, we can talk about that in a second, but as you're typing all that, it grinds my gears when people lie. And I know it's not intentional sometimes, but when someone says, yeah, I'll definitely be there, and then they don't, excuse me, they say, I'll definitely check out your live stream, and then they don't. My thing is, if you have no intention, don't do it. And if it's just an accident that you forgot, that's okay. But some people will lie right to your face and say they'll be there, and then they don't. Happens at work, too. You're not going to call out tomorrow, are you? No, I promise I won't call out, and they call out. Bothers me. Let's talk about chicks, guns, and booze. Well, since I don't have chicks in the house right now, I don't have any guns in the house, and I don't think I have any booze in the house, I'm going to be very bad at talking about that stuff. I'm just joking. Illuminator, how did you handle the caffeine withdrawal headaches? It was not pretty. I mean, I suffer from migraines also, and although I didn't get a lot of migraines, for 3 solid weeks, I felt like I had no energy, and I felt 100% like crap. And this is going back, beginning of May, I was in the hospital. It wasn't overnight, thankfully. They did everything they needed to do for me in one day. I was in and out the same day. Very scary, but for 3 weeks, I was like a zombie, and it sucked, to put it mildly. And after the 3 weeks, it didn't suck as much, but I still had no energy. And I can honestly say, since May, I have never felt the same as I did when I was having caffeine. Because I had so much in me, I was just flying around all over the place. And it probably was a fake energy. 100% it was a fake energy, but now I feel like I aged 20 years overnight without having the caffeine. But I used to take Excedrin for my migraines, and that's full of caffeine. Every Excedrin is like a cup of coffee. The coffee I was having, I would even have those the powdered drinks you put into a bottle of water, the 16-ounce bottles of water, and it was turning into like Gatorade stuff, but it would have caffeine in it. So I was drinking that was like 2 cups of coffee. So they were saying I had the equivalent of like 12 cups of coffee in me all the time. And I did it to myself, I guess, but it absolutely sucked. It sucks that I can't have caffeine anymore. I just don't want to end up in the hospital anymore. I need a caffeine enema. Stingray, I know where they put enemas, but if they could just let me have caffeine again, I probably could have a little bit now that it's been so long. I'm just afraid of getting hooked on it again. Caffeine was my drug, I believe. Is there no God? Yeah, it's absolutely horrible when you have to give something up. Like, I'm a ketchup-aholic. I love ketchup as a condiment. I used to put it on almost everything. And if people told me I couldn't have ketchup anymore, I probably, I wouldn't know what to do. I put it on things that probably people wouldn't put ketchup, but that's been my whole life. That's just, people who know me know that's the way I am. It's, you know, that's not a drug, but maybe that's why the tomatoes are very, very healthy. Maybe that's why tomatoes and the vinegar I've had all my life. Intensive Gaming, nice to meet you. Check out my Facebook page. Everybody check out Intensive Gaming's Facebook page if you like that type of stuff. Happy Cart Vlog says, busy 2018. Yeah, as always, the older I get, the busier I get. Stingray says, I want a Cinderella 10, a total 10. And she turns into a 6-pack and a pizza. I love it. I love it. You know, when I did drink, I never really was much of a beer drinker. I drank beer because of the guys and everything, but I never had a taste for it. Like, oh, I love this stuff. I drank it because it was a cheap way to get drunk. I was more of a mixed drink person. Even something as simple as a rum and coke, or even other stuff. I mean, screwdrivers and stuff. I used to make them at home. I used to buy like vodka, the cheapest vodka I can get, and just mix it with like cranberry juice and pineapple juice and orange juice and stuff like that. I don't even know what the names of these things were, but you know, put enough alcohol in it that you could just barely taste it. But I would drink, like, just down them until boom, it would hit me. Like, one time I went to get off the couch years ago and fell right onto the floor, and that's where I stayed until my dog tripped over me at 6 in the morning and he needed to go out. And the funniest thing was I didn't have a hangover that day. Very, very weird. I mean, I had drank so much alcohol and didn't have a hangover. It was probably mostly vodka, but I didn't drive, so there was something good about that. But I chose to give up alcohol. That was my own personal demon. I never smoked or did drugs, so alcohol was my demon. And I'm happy to say that, although I do miss it sometimes, I never go back to it. Ron says he's shocked he didn't have a hangover this morning. I guess it all depends. Like, beer would give me a hangover if I had Bud or Bud Light. I found it was the only beer that gave me a hangover. And if I drank, like, Miller Lite was what we used to drink. After work, I worked at Walmart, and on a Saturday night, we would go out. There was a sports bar across the street, and we'd go and tank up. And if I drank Miller Lite and stuff, I never had a problem. That's what everybody drank. But Bud Light, one time they didn't have Miller Lite, and I drank Bud Light, and oh my God. Absolutely horrible. I will never do that again. And I found out it runs in my family about the Bud Light, but who would have known? I'm one of these guys that needed to find out everything on my own. Never asked any questions. I gotta trip into the same holes that my family trips into because, I gotta find out for myself. But hanging with the Stingray can induce hangovers. Probably won't give you a headache. Wasn't it good that you didn't have a hangover, though? Well, I'm telling you, you guys, you did something right. See, Coors Light, a friend of mine used to always buy Coors Light. And I can honestly say, personally, this is personally, if anyone that loves Coors Light, I don't mean to rain on your parade. By all means, whatever you like. It's like Coke and Pepsi. Some people, they like one or the other or both, and that's everybody's taste. But for me, Coors Light was the worst beer I ever tasted in my life, with the exception of this oatmeal stout beer that I got up in New Hampshire that was brewed at this small little inn that they brewed it themselves, and I absolutely hated that worse. But that was a flavored beer made with oatmeal, and I wanted to absolutely puke with that. But Coors Light, to me, I just never liked. It just was a personal thing. Some people don't like Pepsi. Some people don't like orange soda. Some people don't like ginger ale. Coors Light, I just couldn't. It just rubbed me the wrong way, and I have no idea why. I never had a regular Coors. Maybe Coors, the regular one, I wasn't really much of a beer drinker, so I didn't experiment too much. Budweiser equals Skull Crusher. I have cousins, too, that it must just be the way it is for some people. I don't know what they do. I don't know how they make the beer. But I have family members that just have to stay away from Budweiser. And I know a guy from work that he retired, but he'll drink a 6-pack every Monday night as he watches his wrestling. WWE Monday Night Raw, wrestling. And he drinks a 6-pack, and his beer of choice is Budweiser. And more power to him that it doesn't bother him. Me, I can't get within 50 feet. Never could. I mean, I haven't had a beer in, well, this July will be 7 years since I gave up alcohol. But that's all right. There's other things I enjoy. My cheap, lousy coffee, my flavored water. Oh, well. You live and learn. You give up things as you get older. It's just the way it is. Someday my tastes will change and I won't be able to have cream of wheat because it'll be too spicy. So, yeah. Jaden needs 300 subs. I don't know why you need 300 subs. You get an award or something? I'm only joking. If anyone can help Jaden out, feel free. He's promoting on my stream. I'll let him do it for the most part. Unless he does it 50 more times, then I might say something. But no, I'm okay. I'm okay. Just joking, buddy. Bud isn't American any longer, right? Are they German-owned now? I don't know. They might be. I know people who swear by Heineken, and that's German, I think. Or it was German. Bud Light and Coors Light give me headaches, Ron says. Yeah, Coors Light I just didn't like. I never drank enough of them to see if I got a headache from it. PBR won't give you a head. That's not probably Stingray. That's Pabst Blue Ribbon, I believe. Shows you how much I know, right? I'm going back and I'm saying I said probably, but that's not probably. That's Pabst Blue Ribbon. My father used to say that was the beer choice of many college kids back in the day. Heineken is from the Netherlands. Oh, I didn't know that. I live and learn. I'll remember that now. I want negative subs. I got negative subs. I want negative sub sandwiches. St. Pauli girl and Jager bombs. Jager bomb, Jager. I think it's pronounced Jager bombs. I forget. I'm forgetting my childhood. I have 11 likes. I thought I just had 13 likes. Now I got 11 likes. People are disliking me. Oh well. Such is life. I'll go back to my vlogging. St. Pauli girl beer, the best. You never forget your first girl. Wasn't that the commercial? The commercial used to say something like that. I don't remember. There's not a lot of beer commercials like before. I can remember head for the mountains of Bush beer. Blind Views, Stingray and I went on a search for St. Pauli girl beer earlier today. Did you find her, Ron? Or him? Or them? No one knows nowadays. I mean, not that I really know a lot about this type of thing, but on Playboy, Hugh Hefner dies, and then they get their first ever transvestite playmate or something. Someone said, well, he no sooner dies and they're already screwing things up. I don't know. Unfortunately not. You should go on like a road trip like Dave Hughes does. I don't know if Dave Hughes follows me. I was hoping he'd show up here today. I don't know if he follows me. When he's doing his videos, I see some of my videos in the background. Sometimes they say watched, sometimes they don't. But I don't know if he follows me. I say follow, that like it's a Twitter term, but I don't know if he subscribes to me. Be nice if Dave came over. Maybe when I get bigger. Bigger meaning more well known. I don't know. Blind Views, we were at a kick-ass British pub today. Robert Plant's favorite Richmond bar. That sounds pretty cool. I bet you those type of bars have great food too. Get like a chili feast shake. A Philly cheese steak. Or as we call them up here, Philadelphia steak and cheese. We call them, it's weird, in this part of the country, they're called subs, but we have a thing, we call them grinders. Really, it's like a steak and cheese grinder. A Philly steak and cheese grinder. Philly steak and cheese sub sounds really good right about now. I got leftover Chinese food in the refrigerator from 2 days ago. I gotta see how that is. Signed photos, all kinds of famous people. Franklin Street. I think every town has a Franklin Street. Or almost every town. It's funny, different parts of the countries, they call them grinders, sub sandwiches, submarine sandwiches, hoagies, heroes. I don't know what they call those big sandwiches in places like Ireland, if they have a name for it, like a 12-inch bread bun filled with different things, what they would call them. I don't know if Cart is still here. She hasn't typed in a while. I hope she didn't leave and I didn't say bye, because she's one of my good friends. We joke around together all the time. Well, she hasn't said bye yet, but she might have stepped away. She multitasks very, very much. Gyros, yeah. So many people call them gyros around here, but I guess because of the commercial, they're called euros. Euros is kind of like the money, I thought, in England and all the European countries, the euro. But a lot of the pizza places here, they're all starting to have those euros and hoagies and subs. It's like they can call it whatever they want. I just know they're good. I mean, half the time at work, me and the guys will go out and we'll get pizza, we'll get subs. And there's so many different things. You can do it every day, really, and get a different sub every day, so it's not like you're eating the same things. Greek place in Tarpon Springs, Florida, that made euros so huge you couldn't get them in your mouth. Really? See, around here, they skimp on everything around here. You're like, $7, and this is all they put in the sandwich. Like they put in the steak and cheese with a teaspoon. That's right, different name. Exactly, blind views, exactly. They could call it whatever, like they said, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. It really, you call it whatever they want. And it's funny how one country, United States of America, has so many dialects, so many different names for things. I think the only other country like this is Italy, where you can just move to a different town and words mean something totally different. I don't know. I'm going to shut this off over here. No need having it on. I'm the only one here. But yeah, I mean, come on. We can talk about food. We can talk about booze. We can talk about women, I guess. There's some women here. But OmariTube, welcome. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while, bud. You put out a new video today. I got to go check it out. Can you pay with euro over here? No, we don't. We have still the American dollar here in America. Very similar to the Canadian dollar, but we don't have euro. It's mostly, I believe, just a European thing right now. England can be like that too, although I've never been. I always wanted to visit England for the food, like fish and chips. Everyone says the fish and chips are 100% better than probably anything we have here in the United States. My immediate boss had a son that went one semester of college in England, and they went over to pick him up. And he said, Jay, I will tell you 100% that England was amazing, and the fish and chips was even better than that. It kind of ruins you for the way that they do fish and chips here in southern New England, that we're so used to a certain way here, but over there it's just, he said, 1,000,000 times better. And fish and chips are very popular here. We do a lot of seafood here in southern New England, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Maine. I mean, so much seafood here, and we're probably not doing it as well as other countries and other places. But that's all right. We get used to it, but then when you have something better, it's tough to get used to our slop again. But I'm that way with chili. You know, I like the chili that I make, and I like the chili that other people make, but some people, they call it chili, and it's not chili. And other people make it so much better that it's hard to go back to your own. That's pretty much any food, I guess. Omari wants to know if you can have a shout-out. I can promote your channel. I can do it verbally, if that's what you mean. Omari does different things, tries to hook different people up with subs and stuff like that, and does different videos. If you probably get friends that way or subs that way, if that's your thing, check out his channel. Euro is $1.63 US. It probably changes all the time. I never really keep an eye on it. Another one of my coworker, he lived in the first half of his life in not China. Why am I thinking China? In Italy, and he has to transfer his money. And he says one way it's good because you get more money, and the other way it's not as good because you get less money. So yeah, I guess that makes sense if one is higher than the other. Malt vinegar and salt. Oh my goodness, malt vinegar will make even French fries 1,000,000 times better. People don't know that. Carl, I knew you wouldn't leave without saying bye. I mean, you know, me and you, we're pretty tight. You know, you're one of the only people that I will joke around with past a certain level because I know you can take it, and that's how we are. But I was asking about, I don't know if you heard, if you got cut off, but we have these sandwiches in this country where it's a long piece of bread, a long bun, and it'll be filled with different meats or cheeses and vegetables, and they're called different things here, like submarine sandwiches, or hoagies, or grinders, or hero sandwiches. We didn't know if there's a name for them around Estonia or Ireland, or if those big sandwiches with these big bread buns, big pieces of bread, if they're called something. Just, I've been wondering. Probably no one else does, but I've been wondering. Pay your bill, pay your bills. Take your pills, take your pills, pay your bills. No one subbed Jaden. I guess it's just a matter of taste. I'm sorry, Jaden. I can promote you. It's up to other people if you're their cup of tea. I'm sorry. I am your toy boy. I'm your toy boy. Is that like a boy toy? Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, I'll be your toy boy. That's okay. I'll be like a little soldier. I'm only playing. I'm only playing. You know, whatever you need, I'm right there. Yeah, and you told me to watch a couple of movies, and I really need to. I said I would, and I will. Because I know you're going to ask me questions. I'm a toy boy. I'm a boy toy. Never heard of grinders other than what I talked about Stingray stream yesterday. Stingray was talking about grinders. It probably wasn't food. Let's not bring that up. Oh, and Stingray, just in case, I put on my ceiling fan earlier because I know with your live streams you have a ceiling fan on sometimes in the back. So I hit the little switch for the winter when you hit the button up, and it's supposed to circulate the warm air back down because it is so cold here today. But yeah, I put the ceiling fan on in homage to you. But I have to admit, it's freezing my butt off. But that's as slow as it goes. But Blind Views, you gotta go. Oh, I'm really happy you showed up. It's a better place when you're here. And thank you very much, Blind Views. And you're welcome anytime. And I can't wait to watch more of your videos, man. Thanks a lot for being here. Have a great rest of the day. I don't have a ceiling. That's fine. That's what when I was looking at it the first time, because the way the lighting was, I'm like, he has one of those hats with the way that you see those little propellers on there, and I'm like, that's really cool. And I'm like, oh, it's a ceiling fan. Because he's like, wait a minute, I'll be right back. And he left. I'm like, oh, and the hat stayed. Oh, I love it. I love it. See, that's what life is about, the little funny laughs. That's what I try to be for people. Just try to make them forget about life for a few minutes. Life is too serious. You know, I think just that hat alone is going to get you dislikes. Just that hat alone. They're going to say, hey, you know that guy Stingray, 1975? The guy with the hat? Let's go over there and we're going to make him the most hated man on YouTube. Hey, look at my hat. Ooh. Let's see. I'm stuck to the ceiling. Ah! Oh, too much. We're getting close to 1 hour here. I would love to bring this like really as long as it can go. Unfortunately, I do have somewhere that I need to go in a little while, so I'm going to end this later. Not now, but I will end this later. I would like to go 2 hours, but I'm not going to make it today. But we'll see how far we can go, and we'll play this by ear. I do have to be somewhere close, but Car, if we can make you laugh a little bit, then if I can make people laugh during the day, I sleep better at night. That's how I am. My immediate boss is that way. I don't think he has a serious bone in his body. He could be a real jerk sometimes, but that's because of the job. But most of the time, it's just, you know, laugh after laugh after laugh. I have the most kick-ass hat. Blind Views, he has, oh, Stingray, yeah, thanks for letting us know. That's a little bit of shinfo, as we say. Shinfo, the SHI comes from the one word, and info, or info, no, the SH comes from, the SH comes from the word that you're thinking of. when someone tells you a little bit too much information. It's shinful. But I'm just joking. Go tinkle. See if Molly May is back there. That's a personal joke. With the time that he wore the wig. I can't believe somebody thought that Stingray was Molly May. Don't tell him I said anything. I'm joking. It's not a secret. That's some of that YouTube drama that was going on a few weeks ago. Like a month ago or whatever. Henry, thanks for stopping by. Henri, top man, thanks a lot for showing up. You're welcome here anytime. Have a great night. I'm at work painting and Father Time, you paint like pictures or like houses or that's great. Anyone that paints, I love painting. I have no talent for it though. I should just try to do it someday, like Mark Fun Jones, and just I'm good with the abstract stuff, but both. Man, I love painting. I love the smell. I love the feel. I love anything that I can do with paint. Really, really cool. I wanted to do a custom mask for Ty. It was going to be purple and everything, but then I'm like, well, I can't change the mask now. Everyone knows that mask. Unless I do a different character someday, but I don't want people to think that all these characters wear masks, but if they all look like me, it's not like this beard is fake. I can't make myself look different, but anyway. Kirby Jones, hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I thought, how could someone think that? I'm sorry, Ron, I must have I've taken it out of context. I go from topic to topic to topic. That's part of my problems. I'm from the 70s with an 8-track tape brain, where my brain is like an old 8-track tape where it just switches to different things. Unfortunately, I think I have undiagnosed ADHD or something. Just sometimes. Stingray is back. Did you fly back with your kick-ass hat? Oh, I love laughing. Well, there's my hat again. I'll take my hat off. Wait a minute. Yeah, my hat. Oh, now my hat's in the corner. You know it. You know it. The wire over here. I have my charger plugged into the end of my phone, so I have enough juice. I'm at 100%. I was low. I wanted to make sure I had enough juice for the vlog. Ron says, I hated 8 tracks. You liked a song, and all you could do is fast forward all around again if you wanted to listen to. Yeah, I think that's why they didn't really last much past the late 70s. Car says, I like painting too. Anything. Pictures, obviously, but also anything from spray painting a bike to painting walls. Yeah, like me. It's like I moved into this house about a year ago, a little over a year ago, and all of the walls were pretty much what I would have wanted them. I like the earthy colors and the tans and the beiges and stuff. And I didn't get to paint. But my friend Mike, he moved into a house with his wife, and they repainted every room. And I don't know. It would have been nice to do that here. It would have been a lot of work and everything. But I really think that it's something that I didn't need to do, so I didn't. But I'm like, I'm envious that he was able to paint all the rooms the colors that he wanted. But I really like these colors, and I was happy. The kitchen's yellow. I mean, that's really the only thing I could have painted. But I was going through personal issues and blah, blah, blah. And, oh, well. Could still happen. I'm not worried about it. I feel like I don't spend a lot of time at home at all between work and life. So it's no big thing. I just sleep here. I don't live in this house. I just sleep here. I tried spray painting a hole in the wall and dared my sister to run into it. And then she would come out the other side. Oh, this is like an old Bugs Bunny, not commercial, Bugs Bunny cartoons. I'm like Dave. I say the wrong words. I have 1,000 liked videos and channel views. That's funny. That's funny about the hole in the wall. You see, like on YouTube, they got these people that do artwork and they make it look 3D. They'll make it look like a coffee mug, but it really isn't. Or something with a shadow and it looks 3D. Champagne bottles and everything. That's all cool. I love looking at that type of stuff. People who have artistic talent. I love that type of stuff. But I don't have artistic talent. I don't have much talent at all other than my job as a janitor. I'm a custodian and I love it. and we do maintenance and stuff. And I'm lucky that most of my job is cleaning because I really don't have a lot of talent fixing things. I'm good at, I could fix the vacuum cleaners for the most part and machines that we use as janitors, but for 18 years I've been a janitor and I love it. That's why I stay. I've got a lot of seniority now, and I 100% think you have to like your job. Like your job, love your wife. That's what I always say. There were times I would have liked to make a hole in the wall with my sister's head. I'm an only child, so I have cousins that would like beat each other up all the time and always fighting, and I never knew any of that fun. I never knew any of that, you know. Of course, I always had the bathroom as long as I wanted it, and I always had, you know, all the toys I ever wanted because I was an only child, so I was spoiled, and I wouldn't know any other way to be, but sometimes I think I missed out on some fun, especially when you look back. It's probably not fun at the time, but it's fun when you look back. But oh well, such is life, I guess. All I can draw is stick figures with big hands. I used to draw stick figures without even any arms when I was a kid, and my mother used to say, "Where are the arms?" And I'd say, "Oh, they're behind." Like when someone stands with their arms clasped behind them, that's I hated drawing arms. You know what they say? Big hands, big gloves. That's right. Just like they say about big feet, big boots. Too funny. My sisters had a fight in the garage once. That was better than any WWE cage match ever. Oh, goodness. I hope they are okay. I mean, for the most part, I have boy cousins, but, I mean, girls need space, I guess, and I don't know. I hope they were okay, and goodness. Girls will be girls, but were they close in age, Stingray, or sometimes that kind of helps? One had a brick and the other had a bicycle chain. Oh, that was like hardcore. We're not even talking about regular girls here. We're talking girls that are trying to do some harm. Are they married now? They're probably divorced now. 2 years apart. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. You know, if they were like 10 years apart, it probably wouldn't be an issue. ECW. Extreme Championship Wrestling. I've been a wrestling fan since 1984. And, I can remember, I mean, not to lose people, but I can remember 100% being a wrestling fan right around the time that Rowdy Roddy Piper hit Superfly Jimmy Snuka in the head with the coconut. That's like one of the first things I remember. And, I mean, I know all that stuff. To this day, I watch everything. I know the guys. I was even, in the minor leagues of pro wrestling, I was a referee for a short time. It was one of the best times in my life. And I wish I would have kept on with it. But life was not going in that direction for me, and the organization that I was working for ended up collapsing, and I never continued on, but I wish I would have. I loved refereeing, being the third man in the ring, being involved in all that, you know, getting hit once in a while and getting thrown out of the ring. I was in my glory days. That coconut was, every time I see it, I'm like, that's probably one of the first things I remember, one of the first big things that happened in wrestling when I was 10 years old, watching, 10 years old. Ron says, I used to watch wrestling back in Bruno Sammartino was the man. He was like, people loved him. No one hated Bruno. You got what you saw, you got what you got. I mean, he was champion altogether, once for 7 years and once for 4 years. Like 11 years, he was heavyweight champion. The old Worldwide Wrestling Federation. Oh, that was before my time, but I loved all that old stuff. The new stuff is so different, and I've grown with it and still watch it, but when you see the old stuff from the 70s and 80s, I mean, yeah, it's still, I look at it and I still love it. I still love it. Wahoo McDaniel, especially down south, he was a legend down south, the Carolinas, Georgia, the old NWA. Wasn't Bruno Sammartino strong side? They labeled him as that, and I don't know if it was real. It could have been. I know he was a legitimate tough guy. That, I mean, if anyone got fresh with him in the locker room, I mean, he could definitely handle himself. Most of those guys of that era could handle themselves. I mean, a lot of these guys now, And I watch it and I love these guys, but it's a lot more acrobatics now than back in the 70s. And I think 100%, that these guys now, they fly around the ring. It's more acrobatics than tough guy stuff. Even the guys that are supposed to be tough guys, they're teddy bears in the back. Like these big 7-foot tall guys, and they look so mean, and they're like the ones that'll have, their mother and their grandmother in their arms. And I mean, that's even in football, the biggest guys are the biggest sweethearts. But yeah, I love all that stuff. The new stuff is like a constant running soap opera. It's a soap opera for men, people say now. But of course, I've watched all my life, so I've adapted with it. But there's still nothing like the glory days. For me, the glory days are anything from the 1980s. When you used to get up in the morning on a Saturday morning and watch wrestling on TV, and it'd be a guy that you knew against a guy you didn't know, and you know who was going to win. And the Crusher once bench pressed me over his head in the bar in Milwaukee. Wow, that sounds awesome. I've met some wrestlers and got autographs, but some things are, they stick out in my head. That would be something that would stick out in my head. But yeah. My doctor was a doctor for WWE guys. Wow. Stingray, I should have seen you at some events. I mean, I'm sure you can jump in the ring and referee or... Creeper! Clearski the Creeper! Creepers unite! Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. We're talking about wrestling, WWE, old World Wrestling Federation stuff right now. My stream was dying. Hopefully this brings it up a little bit. Psycho Sid. Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious. Sid Justice. Psycho Sid. Sid Udy, I think his name is in real life. E-U-D-Y. He always seemed to be one of those intense guys that was very, like, real. One of the wrestlers that I was refereeing for said that they met Sid in upstate New York somewhere, and he gave him a handshake, but he didn't, like, squeeze too hard. And Sid grabbed him by the arm and pulled him close, and he said, "You're going to shake my hand, you shake my hand like a man." And that was his Sid story, Psycho Sid story. Got everybody laughing. I 100% believe that's probably what happened. Creeper, glad you showed up. Glad you're here, man.
Ooh, yeah, brother, I'm the cream of the crop. I rise to the top, yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah, Elizabeth. Lead me down that aisle. Gotta go, yeah. Dig it.
The Macho Man. One of my favorites. I mean, who doesn't do a Macho Man impression nowadays? Main thing that is stopping me, actually, is that I am thinking my internet would cut off randomly. Stopping you from what, Cart? Did I miss something? I'm sorry. 6'8". Psycho Sid, 6'8". Unless, Stingray, are you 6'8"? I mean, I never met you in real life. I mean, you could just be, maybe that's why you're hitting that fan hat. A lot of WWE guys, yeah. Finn Balor. Finn Balor is, yes, and the one who wrestles as Sheamus now. I don't know what Sheamus' real name is in real life. It's probably not Sheamus. His fingers were bigger around than my leg. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Dave Finlay, Irish, who is now working behind the scenes of WWE as a producer, an agent, as they call them.
Snap into a Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah. Dig it.
I love all that stuff. I grew up with a lot of that stuff from the 80s and 90s. 100% cool. I say that a lot, 100%. That's another thing I gotta stop saying. It's all good and 100%. I gotta make mental notes to stop saying that. But yeah, Sid was 6'8", yeah. I had a feeling you were gonna say it wasn't you. I'm 6 feet tall. But, Junkyard Dog, oh, he was one of those, that on his butt, it would say thump from that big thump power slam that he had. But Flair is the man, 100%. You know, when I walk down that aisle and I see the people in the front row wearing their $1,000 suits, holding up their 4 fingers for the 4 horsemen. Woo! To be the man. Woo! You're gonna be the man. Ha ha! And I'm the man. Oh, I knew that cough was coming. Flair is awesome. Flair is all styling and profiling. Me and Double A, Arn Anderson, and Ole Anderson, Tully Blanchard. Yeah, it's all good. Ever since I had that cold, I can't do these voices 100% yet. I cough. It's crazy. I love all that stuff. 172 centimeters. Oh, come on, Cart. You know we're in America. We do inches here. I gotta look that up. Guys, I'm really sorry. I gotta shut this down. I gotta get going. We gotta do this real soon, and hopefully Lou can get back to doing his live stream. And if not, I'm sure on Wednesday, very good chance Stingray, you and Ron maybe will take over again, if possible. If not, I'm sure we can all figure something out. Yeah, I appreciate it. I did the best I could. I'm sorry, that was my fault for getting bored and getting on sidetracked in the middle. That's my brain just goes here and there. And, no one can replace Lou. Lou is 100% I said 100% again, but Lou is very unique, and I don't try to imitate him other than in parody with Ty. But thank you guys for being here, and thanks for everything. Thanks for showing up, guys. And yeah. Just going back and looking to see if I missed anything. Very glad we had fun. I had fun. Thanks, Father Time. And Father Time stays till the end every time. Yeah, I hope we had some fun. I hope we got enlightened. We had some laughs. We said so much, yet we said so little. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So I think I'm going to end this vlog right now, this live stream right now, and we'll catch everybody on the flip side, catch everybody next time. Tune into, I believe, Stingray's channel on Wednesday. If not, we will direct people to where the next live stream will be, and keep shooting for the stars. And thanks for everyone that showed up. I love you all. Have a great day. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back.